Hey everyone, welcome to the King of the Hill tournament. This week it is Tia versus Micro Machine. I am here with Simon Prince, aka Tia. His bot is taking on the champion. How's it feel? That should be good, I think. We also have Unusual, who's currently muted. Um, hey, how are you doing? Yeah, pretty good, man. Um, yes, Unusual is one of the authors of Micro Machine. Raf unfortunately can't be with us tonight, so he'll have to let his bot do the talking. But you feeling confident? Or you've muted yourself again. That's fine. Uh, that's okay. You feeling confident tonight? You can hang on to your crown. Okay, might be a failure on push to talk. Um, Lots of say can't hear Tia. Uh, uh, yeah. That's okay. Tia, you feeling? How you feeling? Think you can get the win? Uh, I think we might be having problems with your. Tia, can you hear us? Okay, your microphone isn't coming through very well. Uh, it's problematic at the moment. Hold on, I'll see if I can change the audio volume. Uh,
Is this better or was it better before?
that's actually better, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's good.
I switched back again. Apparently, it wasn't the microphone. It should be good, I think.
That's good. We can hear everyone now, so I hope so. Anyway. So yeah, minor technical problems. I was just looking at the stats on AI Arena. It turns out Micro Machine currently has a 98.6% win rate against Tia, which might not translate well into this tournament, but we'll see. Like, so Tia, have you made many changes to get around that terrible win rate?
Yeah, I've made quite a few changes. Yeah, I recently started developing a new build, and I've made some specific adjustments for Micro Machine in the past week. So we'll have to see how it goes.
Yeah, it should be a fun game. You're quite famous for coming up with new and interesting builds. I'm not going to call them cheese. I almost called them cheese, but they're not cheese. They are they're pressure plays, I think you can call them. But I take it you've got a couple
Yes,
of nice ones up your sleeve tonight.
yes, I've got something lined up.
Cool. Unusual. You've been a victim of Tier's pressure plays in the past, shall we call them?
You can
I
call them
heard,
cheese. That's
yeah.
all right.
Okay, should we take a look at the first game?
Yes,
Awesome. Give me a shout when you're ready to go, guys.
I am.
Ready?
Cool. All right. Going in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. So, greetings to
In the
you,
top
Micro
left
Machine.
corner, we have Tier. In the bottom right, we have Micro Machine.
The reigning champion. Has a 0-0 record on everything at the moment. Yeah, we don't carry over data from the ladder on this, so it's a new build. See, I think I caught you were going for your standard build there, Unusual.
It's very possible.
Yeah.
That's what the
I
chat
already
says.
see that sneaky probe. Is it gonna be some sneaky something, or just a scout?
My probes are always sneaky.
Yes, they are. No pylon yet, though, so nothing for him to pile on. And that nasty little supply depot making him walk all the way around the barracks. Come on. First early expand out of tier.
Sneaky early expands.
Not that sneaky. So already the Marauder coming out of Micro Machine there. So yeah, I take it you just want to send this Marauder, Reaper across the map just to try to get as many probes as possible.
It should arrive before the first Stalker is even queued, I believe. There's some potential for damage.
Yeah, just about. Cybernate's Court is just about
The Stalker is
completing
going
that.
to be late.
Yeah.
Ooh, the probes, they knew.
Could add some worker micro though.
Yeah.
This Scarlet did this in her games against Micro Machine, and I thought it was a nice idea, so I added it too.
Yeah. I think they can take 5 shots, can't they, each probe? So if you walk them away on the third. Yep.
So Stalker's out, so far no kills for the Reaper. And by testing it often still gets at least 1 kill, but sometimes you get lucky.
Yeah. Suddenly
Micro
nothing hit.
Machine still not expanding.
Yeah. Worker counts are decent for tier.
The expand for Micro Machine just started.
Yeah.
I'd give a slight advantage to tier right now, with his faster expand that it could not be punished.
Yeah. This Reaper is still getting a lot of information, though. You pretty much know exactly what's going on.
These builds I've been working on, I also incorporated use of the battery overcharge, only it turns out that it doesn't actually work yet on these maps. So I had to redesign it to get around that and stay safe even without the overcharge.
Yeah. I thought it was working, but I might be mistaken. I don't think there's any bots that use
Still
it
a
at the moment.
problem.
Yeah.
There has been an update, a new updated map that should have it working. I tested it with the newest map, but that's not on the ladder yet.
Yeah. I mean, if there's something we can easily change on the map, then we possibly could get it in. The difficulty is, if we do that, then all the old replays will be broken from this season. So ideally, we don't want to change the maps mid-season. So that's probably, but certainly for next season, we'll have that ready to go.
Probably it should be ready next season, but Scarlet still needed to add changes to all of the maps.
Yeah.
So we're getting a third base from Micro Machine already.
Yeah, this is a bug we noticed last week as well. So you make your initial expansion in your main, and then you start building your second expansion at your natural as you're trying to fly your initial
Bench
command
sheet
center
also.
over. Yeah.
And there's a bunch of bugged SCVs. Hopefully that gets resolved when the expand finishes.
Ah, yeah.
They're dancing meanwhile.
Yeah, I mean, it's a solid dance. So I'm not sure what the tune is, but I'm sure they're enjoying it. So basically, there's a bunch of workers doing a kind of rave dance here, and then he's got a message saying, "Is he hallucinating?" Like, I'm guessing there are some SCV drugs in there somewhere. You know, that stim might not be exactly legal. You know, although SCVs can't use stim, but yeah.
Well, they can't legally do it. Doesn't mean
No,
they didn't get their hands on it.
entirely possible. So their micro machine's actually overtaken Tier in terms of expands. It's got the third expansion up before Tier was quite finished.
Also, slight advantage for Micro Machine in terms of worker now.
Yeah, it's kind of even still, although obviously the mules will make that more in Micro Machine's favour.
The Banshee got quite a few kills, I think, before it was taken out.
Yeah, and there's coming over now. Yeah, and there's the yeah. So the Phoenix deals with that quite well. I think he managed a couple of kills, but I love this Reaper chasing the Phoenix around as well. It's a decent scout there. Fusion core up. Is that for battle cruisers? Or although, yeah, you got the tech labs. You could do the battle cruisers if you want.
Yeah. We're just not getting enough resources as of right now to start queuing them, I believe. Which should come soon when we have more workers.
Yeah.
Oh, big battle.
Oh,
Micro Machine
nice.
losing it.
Yeah, those
retreating.
zealots are just going to absolutely destroy those tanks as well. Nice.
This is gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Probably lose an expansion as well.
So let's start chasing for the tanks with the high ground. That is a bug I still got.
Yeah.
Ooh, the siege tank is not being detected though. Or rather being seen.
No, I think, yeah, I think the, oh god, it's taken out all the immortals. And it just got stuck there, I think.
Yeah, I already noticed this bug and I thought I had fixed it, but it's still a problem. My bot checks whether it's actually visible, or it should do that, but it doesn't always work. If it had vision at some point, then it seems to think it still should have vision, and I'm not sure what it is.
Yeah, now you're in a little bit of trouble, I think. Although this
counterattack has to work. Oh, it really doesn't though.
Oh no, it's going to get taken out. And Tyr just has such an economic lead at the moment with 3 bases up. The worker supplies are still even.
The worker supply are still pretty even.
Yeah. But obviously these miners.
Micro machine without its third base up is going to have a lot less income for a while.
Yeah. It's definitely putting up a nice fight here. So I do love the way the observers are just following around the Banshees all the time.
have a bit of trouble with my observers during attacks. They get sniped rather easily, I find. The machine is very good at picking off that observer.
Yeah.
Either it scans for a raven.
There's Protoss everywhere.
Yeah. It's right
All
on
the
top
way
of
in
the
the main.
production. Oh, and it has found that tank now. That hero tank is no more.
The Banshees are clearing, but there was a lot of SCV's casualties.
Yeah. Well, I think you might be able to clear this up.
Get picked up. The observer did get picked up. It's a problem for against the Banshees.
Yeah. Cleared up now, so there's a few worker kills, but it's not hugely significant. The significant thing, I think, is the amount of bases. But I think this counterattack has got to work. I think you're probably going to be able to take out that base there. Yeah, these zealots are quite nasty. Yeah. I think the impressive thing, I think, in this game is how good the zealot front line is of tier. That must be something you've coded specifically for.
Which part for the zealots?
The way they're always kind of like at the front of the army and in precisely the right position to take everything. It's quite impressive.
Positioning is somewhat accidental. They don't actually try to get ahead of the rest of the army, but
Yeah.
they do target tanks very heavily.
That's good.
Of course, if the rest of the army is shooting at stuff, it stands still, so the zealots do move forwards.
Yeah.
Oh, another X-Men dies. This is gonna hurt. The commercial machine is trouble.
Although this time the zealots are getting picked off quite easily, and that's quite a lot.
Try to go after the tanks, but there's army in the way, so it's not actually going to be.
Yeah, this is not a good fight for Tyr. Yeah.
But Tyr doesn't have to take good fights though. It has a lot of bases.
It does, but if it takes...
Like 4 times the income right now, but it can't lose its army and get counterattacked right now. That's the only issue.
Yeah. Yeah, the big danger is obviously the counterattack here.
It's actually probably would have been better with at least 1 less base and just go for army. But it may still go alright.
But you have lots of gateways, so you should be able to maintain the production.
Yeah. During the attacks, a lot of units get killed.
Yeah.
It often loses the entire army. Also, there's very little anti-air against the battle cruiser.
Oh yeah. These battle cruisers are going to be a bit crazy.
That's something I also wanted to work on, but didn't really get a chance.
Yeah.
The problem is the version of Micro Machine I have from the last season of robots doesn't actually build battle cruisers, so it's difficult to test how my bot is actually doing against that.
Yeah, it's quite a good composition about what you've got. Yeah. Main thing with battle cruisers is like against a huge pile of stalkers, you can just about take them out. But yeah, I think you just need to build lots and lots of stalkers, really. That or possibly some tempests, but I don't think you've really teched into that, have you, at the moment?
No, I did have templates for this build earlier, but I actually removed them because I didn't think they were adding much.
No, that's fair enough. So it looks like there's another big attack coming out here. So with this build, do you kind of start to adjust for the kind of enemy composition, or is it very much a just build armies, send them at the opponent type of thing?
There's a fairly specific army composition if you want to go for.
Yeah.
Only very small changes, I think. You get a lot of damage, also a lot of SFV kills in the main zealots.
It is taking out a lot of SCVs, but there's still plenty there.
I believe this is going to be game. Not right now, but Micro Machine has not enough workers to eventually re-expand.
Yeah, it's going down pretty low. Yeah, these.
The issue for tier is the lack of anti-air. I think that it should be alright because we just have so much more economy.
Yeah. Here, is there any way you can turn your mic up? We're getting complaints in chat that people can't hear you very well.
Let's see.
So, what I would say is
already at max.
Okay, you just have to shout louder.
Alright.
I'll see if I can put that any louder on here. I'm not sure I can.
It's a big battle going on.
Yeah, it looks like. So although he doesn't have many workers, his army supply is kind of even. And if he can take out all the stalkers, then that's all the anti-air. And then he's pretty much got free reign on your base.
Almost all back. There's still a big army for Micro Machine, so I don't think this is going very well.
Yeah. We're getting the battle cruisers down quite low, and the battle cruisers aren't going to die. Unless they go into a battle without their jump.
Loses this. There's too much for Micro Machine, and Claire keeps streaming everything in 1v1.
Yeah.
I really wish I had improved the anti-air a bit more, but I really didn't have the time to do that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a brilliant comeback win considering the position you were in like 2 minutes ago. Unusual. Like this is. You were saying you had 0 chance.
Well, I didn't expect the army to do so good. Because if this army dies, there's no way it's ever replenished.
Yeah. Yeah, there's just no anti-air really. You're just not producing stalkers quickly enough, fortunately.
Seems like the battle cruiser might have clutched it.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a crazy comeback. The battle cruisers are absolutely destroying everything in the base. And now the worker supply is even as well, so yeah.
Yeah. But as I expected, Micro Machine is not going to expand again. So it's really lucky for Micro Machine that it was able to clear the army and clear the base with what it had. It's a lot closer than it looked, I think.
Yes, yeah, it definitely was very close to being over. I think the problem that that Tyr has is these battle cruisers just never die. Like the way they're coded to jump out at a specific time, unless they're actually in a fight without their jump ability up, which is not always the case, not going to be the case very often, then I don't think they die ever. And that's a big problem. And then Tyr taps out. GG. Right, I'm going to see if I can.
So seeing people in chat saying I should use more Tempest, but I still think that's not the greatest choice here. It's the Vikings from Micro Machine can take those out fairly easily. So, well,
Yeah.
if you're going to do that, you need a lot of them. So it's still difficult, I think.
Yes, it is. I can change the volume in here somewhere, so I can pump you up a little bit. Do it on here, which is annoying, because if I pump the volume up for you, then I pump it up for unusual as well, which would deafen everyone. But hold on 1 second. Sorry guys, we'll be with you in a sec. But yeah, I mean, that was a really close game in the end. Like, it was, I think, on another map, that maybe that strategy works. But then again, that was on Submarine, which is one of the shortest maps, which I think favors that strategy a little bit. So I don't know if that might make it better. Right, okay, let's have a look at game 2. I can tell you this one is on Golden Wall, so not sure if you've got any special tactics for Golden Wall.
It's nice. No real special tactics.
It is a very bad map for Micro Machine, though. We have a lot of problems on that one.
Yeah.
We did spend some time trying to fix them, though, so it might not be as bad as it used to be.
Yeah. It is going to go out of the meta pretty soon, so it's kind of like how much time do you want to spend on a map that is not going to be there for much longer, I guess.
In the bottom right, we have Tyr.
Hold on, we haven't started yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was watching.
That's all right. Is everyone good to go?
I cheated.
It's all right.
I saw the first 20 seconds.
Oh, damn, man. That's disqualification now. Get out.
Oh.
Only kidding, of course. Is everyone good to go? That's it. Oops. Okay. Going in 3, 2, 1, go.
As I was saying, in the bottom right, we have Tyr. And in the bottom left, we have unusual. No, we have Micro Machine, sorry.
We do
Micro Machine going for the standard strategy again.
Yeah, so...
Not too sure about Tyr.
As I was saying earlier, like I think that if we put it on a different map, that strategy works for Tyr, possibly, as we have the sneaky probe out again.
The last testing I did, this strategy went 5 against 5 against the standard build of Micro Machine. So that's saying something. That was the older version of Micro Machine, so I don't know how it's going to go with Micro Machine's updates.
Yeah.
The last game would definitely have been a win for Tyr with the previous version of Micro Machine from Robots, I think, because then the Micro Machine doesn't get the battle cruisers.
Yeah. Yeah, those battle cruisers were really what saved it. Yeah, Sneaky Probe decides to leg it back out again. And again, it seems to be doing the same thing. Nice early expand. So one thing about this map as well, which might help Micro Machine, is just getting that Reaper across the map nice and early. So, although the one thing that might obviously swing it as well is obviously we have this raised natural here, which is going to create more of a choke point, I suggest, which might make it easier for the tanks. But we'll see. As the first Reaper comes in. Some nice micro
Pretty
there.
the last game. Oh. The
Ooh,
Reaper
it got a
might get a kill.
It did.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm a second behind. That's fine.
I'm at 245.
Yeah, okay, I'm 3 seconds behind.
Ah, okay.
That's fine.
If you put it at double speed for 6 seconds, you should be able to
Yeah.
catch up. I'm at 3 minutes now.
I think the Reaper will die. Oh
I
no.
think it will.
Okay, I was behind again. I'm caught up.
Ah.
He was stuck in a corner when I said that.
Yeah. I don't know. The stalkers are good at chasing him around, but they'll never get a kill if it's microed correctly.
Yeah, it happens very rarely. Once in a while, the Reaper gets stuck in a corner and dies. So usually, it gets out alive.
Yeah.
Ooh. An attack from Micro Machine already. Oh, it's cancelled. Turning back.
Oh, no, you're ahead. I'm at 340. So,
I'll pause it.
yeah, no, that's it. I'm at 350.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, so 2 stalkers just guarding the top of the ramp there, and like, I don't think we're going to see a lot of early action, unless you guys know something I don't. We'll probably wait again until Tyr gets a reasonable army supply, and then just goes for a full-on attack. Again, I'm not sure about you, but I think this raised natural really helps Micro Machine on this map, just because he can hold it easier with the tanks and the Marines.
It always depends a lot on how the engagements actually go, especially if the Micro Machine attacks itself. It often has its tanks exposed, so as long as Tyr can win that fight, it usually goes quite well.
Yeah.
The siege tanks in the main are always a bit of an issue.
Right, so we do have a observer out for Tyr, which should be able to detect this Banshee. I think the Banshee will probably get a couple of kills still.
Trying to kill the stalkers, that's not a good idea. I think it's just going to die for free.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to get anything. Wow.
It
That was a good
only
pick
shot
off.
a stalker.
And it was a stalker right next to a shield battery. But we do have a push out here from Micro Machine.
If only the Banshee was with this army, it could have done something.
Yeah.
Ooh. Preventing the expend, not even.
Oh, I think it might do, eventually. The tanks are going to go down. Oh, that's not a good start. Yep. That was some
So far looks
nice
very
play.
good for Tyr, yes.
Yeah.
She comes in, maybe this one can do something.
It's going to get a couple of kills, maybe? No? No, nothing so far.
Phoenix comes out.
Ooh, and the Banshee will also die.
Wow, this is some seriously impressive play here.
Banshee defense I also worked on a lot recently. So that looks very good in my opinion.
That certainly paid off.
Especially once the Phoenixes are out.
Yeah.
It can still happen that Banshee gets quite a few kills even now.
Yeah, it's
Very much depends.
well, that one got one.
Yes. First kill for the Banshees.
Yep. One worker kill for 3 Banshees is probably not the trade you wanted, though, right? Unusual.
It's exactly what we wanted.
Ah, good.
There's no better trade possible.
Yeah.
It's not looking good for Micro Machine, but Tier has been less aggressive, so I think it's still an even fight.
Yeah, definitely.
There's currently a bit ahead in workers, but I think the mules still make up for that.
Tier did take the gold base, so he is quite a bit ahead in income compared to a Micro Machine.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah, it's. I mean, works are even, but yeah, you've got that gold base income. And
Here's the big push.
this is going to be interesting. So yeah.
Oh, the army split.
The army split up, which is actually probably going to work out quite well for Tier, because you're probably going to be able to get this expansion here. Ah.
Ooh, that's rough.
That's going to be bad. You need to fight downhill on this choke point now to get out of there. But seems to be winning the fight. Wow, all these tanks are going down, and Marines and Marauders aren't doing nearly as much as you need. Wow, but you are going to clean up the army fully. Well, not quite fully.
Second wave of army has arrived. It will probably get cleared, but not without casualties.
So low. The units from Micro Machine are also low.
Yeah. It's like all the Marines have like 1 hit point remaining.
Yeah. Tier on 4 bases, Micro Machine only on 2.
Yeah, that was a really good fight for Tier. Like, I'm just thinking, like, a single Colossus shot would take out the entire army.
Pretty much, yes. But Tier mostly needs to hold on and make.
I don't think this army.
Or just the Zealot charge. That also took out everything.
Yeah. And even the Banshee is probably going to go down as well. Maybe not.
Well, it's protected by 2 Vikings. Oh, not anymore. And it will die.
Yeah.
Vikings are also very good at taking out my Phoenixes and Observers. So
Yeah.
it can be very annoying, even if the defense for Banshees is pretty good usually. With the Vikings, it gets a lot harder.
Yeah. So
In
the
this game, that shouldn't matter too much.
so 5th base now for Tier. Coming out. Still only 3 for Micro Machine, or 2 and a bit. With a nice SCV dance.
Battle cruisers yet in production for Micro Machine. It does have the fusion core.
Yeah. See, in the last game, it was quite a while before he got the money between getting the fusion core and getting the battle cruisers, though. So you've still got a window there where I think you can definitely win this game.
This army is quite large. It could just crush what
Yeah.
Micro Machine has.
I mean, I'm looking up that ramp. There is nowhere near as much as you had last time. And if you start attacking those buildings there, it's a good chance that army will come down the ramp to face you. Yeah, there you go.
Ooh, the tanks went forward too much.
Yeah, so those tanks are going to get taken down quite easily.
Another expand will die.
Yeah.
And the army will not be able to clear this.
It's going to trap Micro Machine on 2 bases. This is not looking good.
Plane is already mostly mined out too.
Yeah. Although you say that, there's still a fair few patches, the natural.
That's true.
And with this expand dying, this is the end of the dream for Micro Machine.
Yeah, I don't see a
There
comeback
is no
this
comeback.
game. Yeah, this is there's nothing there. You're not going to be able to rebuild, especially off of this army. All right, so we have a series, guys. I think we're going to be 1-1. I think. Yep. Congratulations to you taking a game off Micro Machine. Only need another 2 more.
Yeah.
I am going to fast forward this unless anyone has any objection.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. No, you say that, but Tira's running away. There's still 40 workers there from Micro Machine. I don't think it's really going to change the outcome of the game much, though. GG. 1-1. Now back to being a best of 3. That was a fun game. Like, I get the feeling that if it had gone on much longer, that it was possible for a Micro Machine comeback, but Tier that time was just completely like ruthless, just destroying everything in its path.
This build is fairly a lot more macro oriented than my usual builds with 3 bases, but it still likes to go for a heavy attack.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see your bots often going for 3 bases. Like,
I have
so
a couple of macro builds, but they're usually a bit weaker than the other builds. So I've been working on that recently to get
Yeah.
them up to speed, to get them at a higher level.
You're a changed man, I swear. You know. All right, so our next map is on Death Aura. Give me a shout when you've got it up and ready to go, guys.
I'm ready.
Unusual, you good?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, going. I'll change over the thing first. Going in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay.
All right. So in the bottom right, we have Tier. Just won a game. There's still hope for Micro Machine and Tier. Both have chances. Micro Machine in the top left.
Yep. So
I
I
didn't.
didn't catch the strategy you were going for actually. I don't know if either of you caught it, but
Let's say this is the replay from tier side, so you don't see the allied chat that Micro Machine does.
okay. So it's going to be a mystery. Unusual, maybe you can enlighten us.
Actually, Raf knows a lot better than me the order of the builds, so for me it's going to be a surprise as well.
Cool.
Just wait for tier to scout it, you'll probably know.
Yeah. Well, if it's going to get in here, I don't think it's going to see much that is going to surprise it at the moment. Barracks, supply depot, and refinery.
For proxy, so that rules out these 2 proxy builds.
Yep.
assume it's not standard since that just lost. So that's either the early expand or the fast plant.
Ooh, early expand build for Micro Machine and tier.
Looks like that. Yes.
So we've still got the Reaper coming out. Just going to go and do its dance with the probes.
Tier's
good.
cybernetic core is not started. This is unlike the other games.
Yeah. Although I think it should start one now. Yeah. No, I think it's still the same build because it always did start its cybercore after the expand, didn't it?
It's possible, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's still the same kind of build.
It does
Yeah.
feel like it's floating a lot of minerals. I'm not entirely sure. Oh wait, I think I know what's going on. Because it built it on the low ground because I think it couldn't find any space around the pylon. It has a certain grid it tries to follow, and sometimes it doesn't think it has the space because it's sticking to the grid.
Yeah.
That's why it's delayed. Should really fix that.
We have one worker killed.
Yeah, that's fine at the moment.
We'll probably not reach 2 with the stalker coming out.
There's some very low probes on the mineral line
Oh.
there. Ooh, close.
Here has some good micro to move them away.
Yeah.
It's really hard to kill them.
It's very close. I think it could have very easily been like 3 worker kills or something like that.
Yeah.
Just a bit unlucky movement for the probes.
It's getting back in. It's in the corner. Ooh, where's the other stalker? If that other stalker had come down, would have got the kill. But no, he's happy just chilling there. And his brother stalker comes over and says, "What the hell are you doing? We could have killed him."
Yes, I only use one stalker per Reaper. It's usually problematic later in the game when there's other units come in. And if you have all your stalkers chasing a Reaper, then suddenly your natural gets completely destroyed because there is no army in place.
Yeah, I'd still be rather annoyed if I was the other stalker.
It'd be fun to have something coded in to have like 2 stalkers working together, especially in the early game. But,
Yeah.
so far, none of that.
So what have we got coming out on Micro Machine's side? Just a cyclone and some infantry units.
Cheese are coming out soon.
Oh, and obviously this is one of the maps where you can make use of your nice bunker mining strategies.
Yes. It helps increase the mineral income, so we might be able to have more marines by the time tier attacks.
Yeah. You coming with your own attack across the map? So that's a fair amount of army here. I can't see this getting a huge amount done, to be honest.
I expected turn back.
Yeah. Oh, nice pick off on
Oh,
the stalker.
a free kill? Okay.
Stalker is chasing the Reaper.
Ooh, not so free anymore. We might lose a tank for free.
You might lose 2.
2 tanks for free.
Well, you did get a couple of kills on stalkers, I think, so not exactly for free. Yeah, 2 stalkers.
It's also tricky as the Banshee came in at the same time, so 3 stalkers were actually chasing that.
Yeah.
So there really wasn't actually all that much army for tier to defend the attack.
The Banshee not finding any worker kill, but did kill a stalker.
Yeah.
It's much better than last game, where they all just died.
Yeah, stalker kills are always useful.
Still happy with the defense.
Oh, but this one just dies.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm seriously impressed with Tier's what's
Banshee.
anti-banshee micro.
Yeah. This one will also die.
Yeah. It's one of the signature things that Micro Machine does well is like banshees. Everyone knows it. It has been for a very, very long time. So if you can deal with that, then you've really got putting yourself in with a good chance.
Yeah, Banshees can be very annoying.
Yep.
I've also seen games in testing where if it doesn't go right, the Banshee can get like 19 worker kills or something. And it's just not how
Yeah.
you win games.
So building up a fair army here. And the move out is coming.
Meanwhile, Micro Machine is taking a fort, but doesn't really have quite the army. It's
No.
again, it's quite small compared to Tiers.
Oh, that Banshee got a few kills, so
Ooh, this expand will just die.
it's got plenty more. Like one thing Micro Machine is doing at the moment that it didn't do the previous games, it's got plenty of expansions, but it is losing a fair amount here. There are tanks around that are shelling pretty much free firing on this army. Still lose this expand as well, knocking it down to 2. One thing you can say for Micro Machine this game is it does have like a fairly healthy worker lead as well. So but I think this is going to get cleaned up. But pretty successful attack all round from Tier, I think. Takes out 2 bases. Might even take out the natural as well. Micro Machine is going to be in real trouble here if that natural goes down, and it does. Oh wow.
I don't see Micro Machine coming back. There's a huge army coming again.
Yeah, second
Having
wave.
a hard time stabilizing. Maybe the tank on the high ground can save it? No.
I mean, it needs to stack up, but it doesn't. Tank goes down. This could be another win for Tier.
Very good, yes.
I would be surprised if this is not a win for Tier.
I would be very surprised at this point, but Micro Machine's comeback in the first game proves we have to wait and see. One thing I would say is we do have another base over the other side, which is barely mining.
It's getting a worker transfer now.
Yeah. So the workers are getting transferred.
So it doesn't know that it exists yet. It does send hallucinated phoenixes out to scout the various bases.
Yeah.
Another wave of attack from Tier coming its way.
Yeah, this could be the death knell for Micro Machine.
Yeah. Believe it really could be. Especially since the army is out position right now.
Yeah.
There also scouts the one final base with the hallucination. So it will attack that first.
Do you prioritize the expansions over the main, I take it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was the only mining base or really mining base Micro Machine had. This is gonna hurt a lot.
Yeah, that's going to
All
go
the
down.
workers die too.
Oh. Yeah, so you are getting an expansion up in the natural again, but that's not quite there yet.
I don't believe it will finish.
No. I think Tier's going to be on top of this.
Yeah, so this is 2-1 for Tier. Good job.
Yeah, nice work, man. On the cusp of taking down Micro Machine. Yeah, there really is no way back. So I am going to fast forward this unless you have a objection.
Do go ahead.
GG, guys. This strategy, this early pressure strategy, is really doing well against Micro Machine. But we do know that Micro Machine has a lot more strategies up its sleeve, so still a good chance for the comeback. Yeah, I think I can't remember what the next map is actually. So the next one is on Everdream. Just getting that loaded up. But yeah, it seems that Stalker and Zealot, with a few backup Immortals there, strategy is actually working really well.
Yes, I do like the army composition I've got going now.
Yeah.
As long as we don't see any battle cruisers, it should be fine.
Yep, hopefully. Unusual, how are you feeling about holding on to your crown now?
Yeah, as I said, I wasn't too confident, and I'm still not confident at all. There is a chance Micro Machine will be aggressive this game. I expect a proxy of some kind. It could surprise Tier, maybe.
Yep. Okay. I'm ready to go when you guys are.
I'm ready.
One moment. Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Going in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay.
In the top right, we have Tier. Still, we don't know what its strategy is. And Micro Machine in the bottom left, he does say it's going to be a early expand again. This is surprising,
That's weird.
since he just
That's
lost with
weird.
that strategy.
Huh. Okay, that could be problematic.
I think it thinks it won the last game. It says 1-0 for the expand
Yeah.
1-0. That's the wrong way
That
around,
might be
right?
a bug. I don't know.
Yeah, it does believe it won the last game.
Huh. Okay.
Maybe we should have looked at the whole game and not speed it
no,
up.
we did. We did, and it came up with a Tier
Yeah.
victory. So
Yeah, it's probably a bug. It did happen in the past where when we crashed, we would consider it a win. So maybe it's something like that.
yeah. So going with the previous losing strategy, it's a bold move, but you know could work out. Right. So yeah, this is obviously on Everdream. It does have a nice choke point into the natural, which could work for you. I don't think that worked on Golden Wall, mainly because you were building buildings outside of that at the time, but it's definitely something that could work. Obviously sending out the Reaper. Let's see if we can get any kills this time. But these games are actually pretty close in terms of like if you get the battle cruiser out, it can really turn the game very fast. So probably is pretty map dependent, I would say.
Yeah, but also the actual engagements for tier have been going very well, but they can also go very badly at some points. We saw
Yeah.
at some point when the army was standing below a siege tank on high ground and just got slaughtered. You cannot have that.
So transferring workers. I don't think the Reaper's going to get anything apart from
No, he might even die.
one more
Okay,
shot.
that was really close.
No, gets out. But yeah, so he does get a fair bit of information, but no kills. Reaper goes straight back in. And the Stalker walks straight past him again. It's like, not my job, mate.
The other stalker's job.
Yeah, that's your job, you know. Don't want help from me. Yeah. So Immortal coming out. Yep. Sleeper's looking around to see if there's any weird hidden expansions, I guess.
Just checking for proxy battle cruisers, I think.
At 4 minutes into the game, yeah.
Because yes, you never know with tier.
Yeah, exactly. It's entirely possible. Yeah. So I've noticed you don't really get a lot of upgrades with tier at the moment. Is that just because you don't see the game going long enough for it to make a difference, or any particular other reason?
Sorry, what was the question?
So I've noticed you don't get a lot of upgrades with tier at the moment.
Oh yeah, not entirely sure. They should build a forge at some point, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of late.
Yeah. I mean, obviously you get the Zealot upgrade because, as Ketrock keeps stating, slow Zealots barely even need to take their blades out in this kind of meta.
Yeah.
The Banshee arriving in the third. Going to get a
Getting
few
fair
kills.
few there, yeah. That's it's better than previous games.
2
the
kills
army,
and didn't die yet. Not too bad. Ooh, the offensive. Good
defensive's
timing.
gonna take out a Stalker, maybe more.
Ooh, but the tanks are going to die.
Yeah, a fair
Marines
bit of
just leaving
damage.
him dead.
Oh, that Immortal is low though. I'd say that was worth it almost.
Had we killed Immortal? Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow, and this Banshee is doing a lot better than it has done in previous games, certainly.
Yeah.
Yeah, total of 4 kills already. Oh, and another one in the third.
Man, you're killing it this time.
Phoenix should be out soon, but
Banshee really wants to get that Stalker kill.
I mean, it's fairly low.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. There comes the Phoenix. So I take it you've coded the Phoenix not to really chase the Banshee all the way across the map or anything.
No, yeah, sort of maximum distance.
Yeah.
It's a good idea, because if it did, then another Banshee could do a lot of damage in the back.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So Micro Machine's army appears pretty split up at the moment. Its tank might just end up walking into its death.
It likely is. Oh, he retreated. Okay. Oh, the bench in the turret getting 2 kills, 3
Yep.
kills. But the
Not
army
bad.
of Micro Machine is getting killed while retreating.
Yeah, you got a fair bit more army around the other side. I think that's the problem. It's just your army was so split that you couldn't really fight it.
So the Viking going around the back of tier space.
Nice.
It's actually causing Tyr's army to split up. All the Celts and Immortals are going out, but the Stalkers are chasing the Viking. That's really not good right now.
Yeah. So there's no stalkers with this army at all, so that might be a problem.
There is no Banshee with the army, but Stalkers would have helped. Oh, they're trying to kill the tank and they cannot.
Oh, they're going to get hit on this one again. It's that.
Yeah. This
that bug from the
splash
Hydra.
damage is gonna do a lot of damage.
Yeah. Oh, that's that entire army going to go, I think, unless it moves.
Ooh, but a huge ball of Stalkers just arrived in the back.
Now it has vision. Surely, with the stalkers, no. But yeah, the army from Tyr is just too split up. It's just. Well, there is another ball coming in.
Finish here.
The expansion might die. There is a chance
I don't think so.
it will. Barely, but it did.
Ah, just about, yeah. But if you look at the army supplies now, Tyr is extremely low.
Yeah, this game looks a lot better for Micro Machine than the other ones.
Yeah.
I really hate that bug where my units chase the high ground siege tank. I've encountered it before, but I couldn't get rid of it.
Yeah.
I already tried checking if it's actually visible.
I guess it's difficult to reproduce in the wild as well. So
Ooh, a battle cruiser is out for Micro Machine.
now this is where it starts turning really bad for Tyr.
A second one almost out. They're also with absolutely no upgrades.
Yeah. Yeah, you've got that single upgrade for Tyr and nothing for Micro Machine and nothing for Tyr really. As this attack is going to come in, but it's not really going to do much damage. It's not going to do
It will
enough.
cancel this expand, which is fine. It's just started.
Yeah. There we go. Gets the cancel. But yeah, at the moment, there's just too many battle cruisers and too much army for Micro Machine.
It did kill an expand though.
Yeah,
I didn't expect that one.
that's good.
Wait, it's trying on another one. Okay, it's not gonna succeed, but if it did, that would have been huge for Tyr.
Yeah, I still think these battle cruisers are just going to be too powerful for Tyr though.
Yeah.
They are very powerful indeed.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
Tyr really, I'm just looking at the bases. Tyr should have expanded. It's basically out of minerals in its first 2 bases.
Yeah, it's sticking to 3 bases in this case against the fast expand to try to get a lot of damage in. So I didn't actually make sure it expands beyond this. In this
Okay.
specific case, so that's going to be a problem.
Yeah, this battle cruiser just ripping through these immortals now. And I think with 82 army supply to just 25, it's not looking good. Oh, and some landed Vikings as well to take out another immortal. That's nice.
I believe it will be 2-2, and we'll have a last game.
It's looking that way, looking like we're going to get to a game 5. So yeah, I think what happened here is that there was a huge advantage for Micro Machine because the Banshees got so much damage early on.
Yeah, but also that first attack from Tyr, all the Zealots and Immortals just went in and got completely killed by a single siege tank.
Yes, yeah, that was well.
If that hadn't happened, I think it would have gone way better.
Yeah, probably. Alright, I am going to call this one, guys, unless you have any objections.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
And we will go to 2-2, going to an ace match.
Yes, match points.
It's going to be exciting. It's certainly turning around that 96% win rate from the ladder anyway. Alright, GG. Right, let's get up game 5 then. I can tell you that game 5 will be on Eternal Empire. Any thoughts on that map?
Not for me. I don't care too much about the different maps. Doesn't make too much difference, I think, at the level where bots are right now.
Yeah. Unusual, do you code specific maps or you just go for the same tactics?
There is absolutely nothing in Micro Machine that is map specific.
Yeah.
Although the map shape can still impact the game a lot, depending where the Banshees go, where the Reaper can go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something, just obviously if your first expansion is quite close to your main, then it's going to be a lot easier for defending against Banshees.
I'm ready.
So am I.
Okay, I am just loading in, guys. Just be 1 second. We get the game up. Right, give me a shout when you're ready to go.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
going in 3, 2, 1, go. Can we do the intros again?
Micro Machine is going early expand again, thinking you won twice with that strategy. It did work the last game though.
Yeah, so you got it right once.
I expect you to do the same thing you did for the past 4 games.
Yes.
It's been kind of successful, so why change a winning strategy, as they say?
Why change a losing strategy? That's what Micro Machine said last game, and he still won.
And still won. So, it's why change any strategy ever? Stick with the same thing. There are some interesting places where the armies can get stuck around here as well. So,
Actually, those rocks on this ramp I do find annoying at the natural.
Yeah.
If you try to attack into that, it can go very badly.
Yeah.
Tyr at least has no idea about maybe clearing those rocks.
It's a real choke point. It's normally more relevant for Zerg players because obviously if you're attacking down with Roach Ravager, that's going to be like a nice little point you can use right there. But obviously it can still be relevant in TVP games. So the early expansion is almost up. Wait, I think
Tyr
this is a
did
change
not
of
expand.
strategy. No, this is a change of strategy here for Tyr.
Tyr thinks it's getting rushed. Tyr thinks this is the proxy marauder. So it's getting up the shield batteries. I have no idea how well this is going to go.
Ooh, this is bad for Tyr.
Yeah.
Investing a lot in defense while Micro Machine is early expanding.
Oh,
Didn't scout the command center going up because it's in the main.
yeah. And those shield batteries are not cheap early in the game, so 2 of those is quite a big investment.
Yeah, I used to go for just one to fit the shield battery overcharge. But since that's not working, I needed to actually have 2 here to be safe against the proxy marauder.
Yeah. How's that? Reaper is just going to do a little dance.
It sees the threat and then doesn't see it, so he goes back up.
Yeah. Just likes doing a little run around and dancing, you know. It's fine.
I expect this Reaper to die when it comes close to those 3 stalkers.
Yeah, maybe.
If they react at all. They didn't.
Nah. Don't want to. Why bother? You know, it's not their job.
Oh, no.
Boy, they're stuck in the corner now. Oh, is he going to get out? One more shot.
And
There
no,
we
he
go.
dies.
Okay, so I think Tyr might be moving out. So I think this kind of like early defensive strategy might be not the worst here.
Yeah, if he does a lot of damage, he could still have a good shot.
Yeah,
And he does expand behind, so it's pretty good for Tyr.
yeah. So what is the logic behind those mules that just end up running out to the end of the thing at the end of the time when they
Yeah,
expire?
that's when they are low on time and they know they don't have time for another harvest. So they try to go to the enemy base. The idea is just so it gives us a slight bit of scouting or tanking if the enemy army is there and shoots it.
Oh, cool.
It's not really anything major, but it's better than let it keep mining because it can pick up another pack of minerals but not have time to drop it. So it's just a waste.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's a good idea.
Tyr saw the army and decided to retreat. I think that's a good idea with the siege tank on the high ground.
Yeah, that siege tank there is pretty much going to hold off whatever you've got at the moment.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice position for a tank.
Yeah.
The Banshee almost getting in the main. There is no starport, not starport, Stargate, so we won't see a Phoenix to take care of it for a while anyway.
Yeah, there's still a few stalkers around, and I think he's got an observer.
Berserker is in position
I
in the main.
do not see an observer.
It's over the next.
Oh yeah, there's one. Yeah, right on the Banshee actually.
Yeah. That's a few kills.
Ooh, it goes in the corner. That's not a good position.
No. So 2 workers for a
It
Banshee.
falls. 2 worker.
Yeah. Another Banshee on the way.
That Marine might get some surprise.
Yeah, that's not what you want to see. Like, he is booking it out of there as fast as he can, but I am not certain he's going to survive. No.
Yeah, no.
Oh, poor Marine.
Third base going up for Tyr.
Yep, but
Just slightly after Micro Machines, so it's pretty even in terms of macro right now.
yeah, another couple.
Oh,
of
but the
kills.
worker count
It's
is
way
not
ahead in workers.
equal.
Yeah,
It's really bad for tier right now.
yeah, big worker lead for Micro Machine there.
Ooh, and there's a bench in the natural.
Oh no!
9
gonna
kills,
get a
10
bunch.
kills.
Wow.
And that's what
After the
happens when your
stalkers.
defense doesn't work out.
Yeah. That was
doesn't
well
help
worth
the
it.
worker counts.
No.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, Micro Machine is starting to build a pretty healthy lead at the moment.
Started his 4th base.
Honestly, I think if you send this army across the map right now, you probably do a whole lot of damage at least, if not win the game. But
Fusion core is been built.
yeah. And more starports coming out.
Another bench in the main.
Oh, this is
The stalkers went quite far.
this is some bullying right here. Like that's not nice in Micro Machine. It's what he does all the time. So
Ooh, the bench survives for once.
wow.
He's gonna find more kills, and there's no stalker close.
Oh wow.
Oh, it retreats. Okay. Ooh, another bench in the natural. There's too many benches.
Yeah.
This is 5 kills for this one.
I mean,
There's one in the 3rd as well.
Yeah, I think Micro Machine has learned how to go for the anti Banshee. I mean, if you look at
is going up, but that's way too late to.
Yeah, it's been 32 worker kills here for Micro Machine. Is that Banshee going to get out? I think so.
It's a few more kills before retreating.
And his friend comes in. Yeah, this is not looking good for Tier, unfortunately. I think Micro Machine was offended by losing the last game. It didn't realise it lost a second. It said this series should already be over. Oh, where is the observer?
It's coming. It's about where the army is, but it's just too slow and it's alone.
Yeah.
There's also one observer, 2 observers actually chasing a Banshee on the right.
Yeah.
Tyr finally has a Phoenix to deal with the Banshees a little.
That's what he needs. Hopefully he can get some relief.
Yeah. Too late. At this point, it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, this army is just going to absolutely crush for Micro Machine. I mean, I give the Zealots an A for effort. Definitely, they've been good this series, but unfortunately, I don't think it's going to last.
Sadly, this attack from Tyr is a bit late. It will find a base that can kill, but as soon as Micro Machine deals with it, it just will finish it.
Yeah. Just going to get the base there, and this army is way out of position to deal with it.
The fact that Micro Machine's army was about to kill Tyr, but it just walked back. It's walking back across the map now.
Yeah.
Can we get a siege tank or 2?
Yeah, those battle cruisers out.
This is hopeless. It's a nice effort from Tyr here, I think.
Yeah. But it was that was good while it lasted, I think. but this army is just going to absolutely clear up here, and it should be just an easy matter of walking across the map and taking your lunch. But yeah, it was a very good fight put up by Tyr.
Yeah, very close.
I think this is the
It was
first
too bad we missed the scout here
Yeah,
in this game.
it's the first 3-2 we've ever had in King of the Hill, so you know, well done on that at least. And Micro Machine will hold on to the crown.
Okay.
Yeah, good game, guys.
Yeah, GG. Was fun.
Yep. And the real question of who will be next to take on Micro Machine. We'll have to figure that out and get back to you.
I do expect the next person to do better now. I've seen how you can go about it.
Yeah, taking down the shield batteries. Unless you've got any objection, I will fast forward to the end.
No, this is
Yeah.
So yeah, the first person since Ketchrock, all the way back in I think week 3 to retain the crown. Congratulations, Unusual, and to Raf, who sadly can't be with us tonight.
Thank you.
And thanks very much for taking on the challenge, Tyr. Many have turned it down, but you're brave to step up to the plate. Even though you pushed him to the very limit, and on that last map, it could have been different if you just had a better scout. But no, it's good to have you on as always. Thanks very much. We'll be back
still
next
happy
week.
how close the series was in the end.
Yeah, that was very close. That's the closest one we've ever had. And I could see the sweat pouring off Micro Machine as it was kind of like just finishing off the end of the game. It's like, but yeah. So congratulations again, Unusual.
Thank you.
We'll be back next week, but I have to go eat. All right, thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.